Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Buenas noches, soy Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show. This is our pre-tax day, pre-Earth Day show
Earth
for
Day.
2016. Rolling right along here. Hope you're enjoying the spring weather out there. It's been beautiful the past couple
Very
of
beautiful.
days, and we hope it continues.
A little bit too windy.
A little too windy for you.
Turn down that wind.
Yeah.
Goodness
For you
gracious.
tennis players out there. But we're here to give you present another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. So I'll give you the rundown. How's that? That's what we usually do. What do we do next? The rundown is News and CBB. Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green.
on Earth Day. Go Gaga for Green, a segment there we have coming up for you. CBB, News for Seniors. And then an interview from Miriam Janari, our styrofoam mom, and her guests. And that's our show. But before we go, social media.
That's right, Craig. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also, facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
All right.
Craig.
Gracias, Senor Pineda. Here we go with our first of our news items. Well, Arlington police are on the lookout for a man who tried to convince 2 children to come home with him. The incident occurred near Columbia Pike at around 4:30 in the afternoon on Thursday, April 7. A boy and a girl were walking along the 5200 block of 8th Road South when a man approached them. The children refused his request, and the man drove off in a black or blue pickup truck. The girl noticed that the man had been watching her on 3 previous occasions, according to police. The suspect is about 5'6" in height. He is Hispanic, in his 30s, and weighs about 160 pounds, and wore a black North Face sweater with blue jeans. If you have information, please call the Arlington County Police. They're looking for information about this incident. If you can help them out, they would be grateful. Daniel.
Craig, police are also on the lookout for people breaking traffic rules. About 90 pedestrians and cyclists die annually in the D.C. area. To reduce those numbers, county police are initiating the 2016 Spring Pedestrian and Bicycle Safety Awareness Program. They will be enforcing safety rules for everyone, drivers, bikers, and walkers. The program will run from April the 11th to May the 8th, and officers are expecting to issue more tickets to more people. It will affect travelers mainly in the Clarendon and Crystal City areas.
All right, Daniel. Also in our news items, Virginia Department of Transportation held its first public meeting on the expansion of Interstate 395 on April 11th. VDOT met with the public at Arlington's Wakefield High School. On April 13, they met again at Francis C. Hammond Middle School in Alexandria. The project includes extending 395 express lanes for 8 miles north of Edsall Road in Alexandria up to Eads Street in Arlington, and then converting 2 existing high-occupancy vehicle lanes, HOV lanes, into express lanes, and then adding a 3rd lane. The lanes would be reversible and would be built into the existing HOV lanes footprint. Construction on the project is scheduled to begin in 2017, and authorities hope to open the new extended lanes in 2019. Daniel.
And Craig, the Arlington Community Federal Credit Union has a new Chief Operations Officer. ACFCU has over 19,000 members who live, serve, and learn in the Arlington community. The organization is worth over $240 million in assets and has 3 branches. Arlington resident Kim Plower was promoted from Vice President of Operations to Chief Operations Officer. Ms. Plower has 19 years of a credit union industry experience. She has a Bachelor's of Science degree from James Madison University and is certified Enterprise Risk Manager. Ms. Plower also serves as a director on the Columbia Pike Revitalization Organization Board.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Had to get that in there. Congratulations to Kim Plower on her promotion, and go Dukes. All right, also in our news items, well, April marks the 20th anniversary of National Poetry Month, and that was created by the Academy of American Poets in 1996. According to the institution, National Poetry Month is now the largest literary celebration in the world. Schools, publishers, libraries, booksellers, and poets are all recognizing poetry's cultural importance in many, many ways. Arlington Public Library is commemorating this event by encouraging residents to read up on libraries and real-life librarians. And some of their recommended readings include, Take Two, The Librarian of Basra, The Badass Librarians of Timbuktu, My Librarian is a Camel, Tomes of Terror, Haunted Bookstores and Libraries, and Americus. For more information, you can check out the library at arlingtonva.us to get more information. All right, we'll be back with our CBB file right after we hear from Adele Quo, and it's
Easy Being Green.
Here's Adele.
Hey, Adele.
Welcome, Arlington.
Earth Day.
It's Easy Being Green. We're celebrating Earth Day 2016. Organized in 1970 to promote ecology and inspire appreciation for Earth's environment, as well as to encourage awareness of the growing problems of air, water, and soil pollution, Earth Day is now celebrated in more than 193 countries each year by over 1 billion people. 46 years later, Earth Day is more than just a single day. It's bigger than attending a rally and taking a stand. The Paris Climate Conference in December 2015, 195 countries adopted the first ever universal, legally binding global climate deal. The Paris Climate Agreement sets out a global action plan to put the world on track to avoid dangerous climate change by limiting global warming. Recently, U.S. President Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping issued a statement that the two economic powerhouses will sign the Paris Climate Agreement at the UN in New York on April 22nd, which is Earth Day 2016, marking a historic turning point in the goal of reducing global warming. As Earth Day moves closer to its 50th anniversary in 2020, the Earth Day Network has pledged to plant 7.8 billion trees worldwide to account for every single person living on Earth by Earth Day 2020. So let's get planting some native trees. They are truly amazing. Trees are the original multitaskers. Trees help combat climate change. They absorb excess and harmful CO2 from our atmosphere. In fact, in a single year, an acre of mature trees absorbs the same amount of carbon dioxide produced by driving the average car 26,000 miles. Their leaves and roots clean the air we breathe and the water we drink. They protect our streams and prevent soil erosion. Trees help communities to lower the city temperatures and boost our property values. Their beauty inspires writers and artists, and for most people, trees soften the brutality of the built environment. Trees are more vital to our health and welfare than ever, as more and more trees are cleared and removed to make way for development. So remember, it's Easy Being Green, celebrating Earth Day, and let's plant some native trees.
Absolutely. Go hug a tree.
Oh, and plant one too.
Plant one too.
Let's just
Plant one while
we're
you're
gonna put
at
more
it.
in there.
Gotta love a tree.
It's a big goal.
That's great.
7.8.
Trees are great. I appreciate a tree.
Yes.
I appreciate
How about
it.
7.8 billion?
Yeah, you can crawl around in them. They're great for shade. They help a lot of the things that you mentioned. They hold the soil and all of that stuff. That's great. Thanks, Adele.
Thank you.
We appreciate your Easy Being Green segments. Should we do CBB now, or you want to do the? What do you think? Let's do go gaga for green.
That's a good
Okay.
follow-up.
All right. Go gaga for green. We'll be back with CBB.
Hi, welcome to this edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari.
And I'm Inga Middleton.
And today we're going to talk a little bit about single-use styrofoam and give you an update. DC's ban on single-use styrofoam is now fully executed. According to the facts sheet from DC government about its ban on styrofoam food containers, it indicates that alternative containers are available at comparable prices, and styrofoam food containers are the leading waste product found floating in the Anacostia River. On your screen now is the District of Columbia's website. Effective January 1st, 2016, it is illegal for district businesses and organizations to use single-use styrofoam. Inga?
So there's really no excuse for using styrofoam as alternatives are affordable. An article in the city paper in January indicated that were few holdouts among small businesses as to stopping styrofoam use. So if DC can get styrofoam out of its communities, which is about 3 times larger than Arlington, and with far more restaurants, then we can do it too. Miriam?
I think you're right, Inga. And apparently it's true. Technically, styrofoam can be recycled, but there are no companies around us that will accept recycled styrofoam. The closest place I found is located in Delaware, and the county is not going to truck large amounts of styrofoam, which cannot be compressed, unlike cardboard and metal. The foam is going to a solid waste facility, and it will be burned. Inga?
I urge all of you watching this update to attend the Go Gaga for Green event at George Mason's Arlington campus on April 30th, 2016. Look for me and Miriam Gennari next to the biodegradable timeline. There will be an original picture auction illustrating the problem from 5 to 8 p.m. The proceeds from the auction will benefit the Council of PTA's Early Detection Program. Miriam?
At the table, we will ask visitors to sign a letter to support recycling post-consumer styrofoam, also known as EPS. The proposal will be made available for you to review, and then we will give you some information on how our community can create a sustainable styrofoam recycling program in our region. That is DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Inga?
Let's solve this problem and move ahead. Be styrofoam smart from here on out. Ask Arlington to invest in a solution now. Thank you. Miriam?
I'm Miriam Gennari,
And I'm Inga Middleton.
and that's the Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.
All right. Thanks. Going Gaga for Green with Inga and
Inga.
Miriam, our very own Miriam, our styrofoam mom, and Inga.
Inga.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, as promised now, our CBB file. Here we go. News for Your Seniors glasses in place. Arlington has long embraced poetry as a civic art form. The Moving Words competition is now in its 16th year, places winning poems by local poets on Arlington Rapid Transit buses so riders can travel well beyond their intended destinations. Occurrence of National Poetry Month, AED's Arlington Education Division Cultural Affairs Division and the Columbia Pike Revitalization Organization have teamed up to conceive The Poet Is In, a pop-up booth. The program puts noted regional poets in public places like farmers markets and libraries to create free, customized poems for customers right there on the spot. With the new Poet Laureate program, Arlington becomes even more of a haven for the lyrical arts. For details, visit their website, www.culturecapital.com, and search for The Poet Is In on your favorite search engine. Daniel.
And Craig, to commemorate National Poetry Month, Arlington Public Library is encouraging people to read, but they're also encouraging them to write. This month, the application process opened for the county's first Poet Laureate competition. The winner will be the county's Poet Laureate for 2 years. The position involves advocating for literacy arts, hosting public readings, judging the county's Moving Words poetry competition, officiating other special events around town, and much more. In addition, the winner receives a $1,500 a year honorarium. The deadline to apply is May 12th. To qualify, you must be 18 years or older, have at least 5 years worth of writing and publishing accomplishments, and submit your resume and references, plus an original 10-page poem. Visit arlingtonarts.org, then choose Cultural Affairs, and then Poet Laureate for more information. Craig.
All right, Daniel, and more on our CBB file. Now, well, the city's tech shop is hosting a presentation and project display for makers and people interested in the maker movement. 2 local businesses and our own styrofoam mom, Miriam Gennari, will speak about the economics facing maker entrepreneurs and the DC area manufacturing scene. And then afterwards, tech shop members will be available to show and discuss with attendees their own maker projects. This event will be held Wednesday, April 20th from 6 to 8 p.m. At the tech shop. To learn more and to register, give them a call. Here's their number, 703-302-8888. 8780 for details and registration. Daniel.
Well, Craig, Arlington Library is still paying attention to prose in addition to poetry. On Thursday, April the 21st, the Central Library will host an author event. Joanne Jenkins will discuss her book, Disrupt Aging, a bold new path to living your best life at every age. It is a personal take on how aging can be something to look forward to instead of fear. She encourages people to seize opportunities and face issues that come with being 50 or older. Jenkins is the CEO of AARP, and her book has received praise from Ariana Huffington. Advanced registration is not required, but seating is on a first-come, first-served basis. The event will be from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the auditorium. Light refreshments and copies of the book will be available.
All right, that would be a good one not to miss down there at the Central Library. A chance to meet the CEO of ARP. Also, coming up now, news for seniors. Here we go. Culpeper Garden Senior Center will host a discussion on what's going on and where. You can meet with people who like to keep up with what and where things are happening in both local and world news. The next informal volunteer-led talk will be coming up Monday, April 18 from 10 to 11. For more information and registration, give them a call. Their number should be on your screen there, 703-228-4403. Daniel.
And Mr. Nolan, if you still have some catching up to do before you talk about the news in a group, then consider using web services to do so. You can learn different ways to view the news, movies, TV shows, and viral videos using online media streaming, such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Hulu Plus. Find out what services and devices work best for your lifestyle. This presentation is being held on Wednesday, that's April the 20th, at Arlington Mills Senior Center. The event runs from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Call 703-228-7369 for details.
All right, also, Daniel, in News for Seniors file, if you'd rather experience more of a natural world, then consider taking a visual trip with a world traveler as your guide. Well, Mr. Ralph Driscoll, worldwide traveler, will take participants on a visual tour of Rapid City, South Dakota to Salt Lake City, Utah. You can explore landmarks like Yellowstone National Park, Crazy Horse Monument, Mount Rushmore, and Little Bighorn. To reserve your spot there, give them a call. It's coming up April 21st from 1 to 2 p.m. at Walter Reed Senior Center. Be sure to give them a call for information and registration, 703-228-0955. Daniel.
And Craig, Mothers of North Arlington, or MONA, also known as MONA, are facilitating some fun events for the family. On Monday, April the 18th at Lee Senior Center from 10 a.m. to noon, MONA will provide food, music, and activities for elementary school kids and their grandparents to have fun together. Give them a call at 703-228-0555 to reserve your spot. Craig.
And continuing with our News for Seniors file, well, chatting with members of your community, experiencing nature, and spending quality time with family aren't just fun, they keep you healthy too. Seniors can learn several ways to stay healthy and avoid hospital stays at a presentation by Jane Loschwetz from Home Instead Senior Care. She will discuss options to consider on Wednesday, that's April 20th, at Culpeper Garden Senior Center from 11 till noon. To reserve your spot and get more information and to register, give them a call at 703-228-4403. Daniel.
And finally, preparing your own healthy meals are another way to stay healthy, and they can be both yummy and uncomplicated. With just 5 simple ingredients or fewer, you can create satisfying, nutritious, and delicious foods. Food and nutrition experts from Virginia Extension will show you how on Tuesday, that's April the 19th, from 11 a.m. to noon at Langston Brown Senior Center. Give them a call at 703-228-6300 to reserve your place. And as always, we want to thank Judy Masomny. We love you, Judy. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thanks, Judy. Yummy and uncomplicated. Yes. I like that one. Sounds like a bag of Cheetos to me. That would do it right there. Okay. We'll be back with the final sign-off and bye-bye right after we hear from Miriam Gennari, our Styrofoam mom, and her guests.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari, and my guest today, Cynthia Adams. She's the CEO of Pearl Certification, and back with us is Dave McCarthy. He's the Director of Potential Energy DC. Welcome back, Dave.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now, Dave, the last time you were here, you were just kind of at the beginning phase of what Potential Energy was doing. Can you tell us how you continue to help budding energy companies to grow, and also some benchmarks you've hit?
Sure, and thanks again for having us. I really, truly appreciate it. I'm just glad to be here a year later with Potential Energy DC. We had a great 2015. We met all of our targets in terms of membership goals. We finished the year with about 15 members. And then in 2016, we're off to a roaring start. We're already on target for doubling the size of the membership this year. Cynthia has been with us for about a year now. Great member, very successful along the way, and really a prototypical member for PEDC.
Cynthia, let's just get right into it. You have a background in with LEAP, which is local energy
Alliance program.
But now you've launched your own company, and actually it's a nationwide company, Pearl Certification. So tell me about that certification that you've developed.
Okay, so Pearl Certification is a service that we offer for contractors and real estate agents to help their homeowner clients create and maintain healthy, affordable, comfortable, and efficient homes. And we work with a network of contractors that's local to each region and real estate agents in order to get the word out to homeowners that they can work with us in order to add value to their house by taking a home energy asset inventory that lets them identify the energy asset features that are important for the resale value of that property.
So well, there's been certifications. I mean, I guess for big buildings, they've had LEED certification, and maybe some homes do that too. There've been little places where you could check the box, but this is different from just checking a box.
Right. So many of the certifications that are out there now, and you're right, you mentioned one that is prevalent in commercial buildings and does some work also in residential, and that's LEED for Homes. So LEED for Homes, Energy Star, Earthcraft are some new home certifications with which people might be familiar. But what do we do with the 90 million existing homes? So say I'm a homeowner, I've done a remodel, I've upgraded my heating and cooling equipment, maybe replaced windows, added insulation, things like that.
Made huge investments, really.
Right, big investments into my property. How can I take credit for that? And importantly, how can I access what's called the green premium? Third-party certified homes have been shown to sell for more and to appraise for more. So how do I, as an existing homeowner, access that stranded value that is tied to the investments I've made to my property over time? And that's really what Pearl Certification is here to do, is to help them do that.
But part of the secret behind Pearl Certification are the contractors, and they're also certified and oversee the improvements and upgrades. How does that work?
So Pearl, if you're a homeowner who's already made improvements and you're thinking about selling your house, we have a seller certification package. A contractor goes in, does a home energy asset inventory, creates a special report, and we can take all of that data and push it into the Appraisal Institute's Green and Energy Efficient Appraisal Addendum and into the green fields of a multiple listing service.
Wow, an actual addendum to bring to closing.
Yes.
Interesting.
Or to hand to your lender prior to closing to make sure you get the loan in the first place.
Right.
So that's the seller certification package. But the great thing about Pearl's system is that it's point-based. So you earn certain points for energy asset features in the house. And with that, you can guide a homeowner who's thinking about making improvements and wants to protect their investment, wants to add value to their house. You can guide them as to what improvements to make the home more comfortable, more efficient, and improve its indoor air quality. And that's where our network contractors not only do the inventory, but they also do the installations as well.
Okay, and how do you prove that this house is more efficient and saves money, or is green? Where's the money? The savings.
Well, so there's several ways that we get to that. I mean, first of all, it's not rocket science in terms of understanding what things I should have in my house. You know, what R value should my insulation be? What SEER or AFUE rating should my heating or my cooling equipment be? So we definitely have a system by which to help homeowners understand and identify what features are important. But we also have a service that we can offer where a homeowner can share with us their utility billing information, we'll weather normalize that information. So we kind of take the God out of it. Like it was a cold, really cold winter, it was a really
Right.
hot summer. We weather normalize their information, and then we look at how that home compares to other homes that are similar to it.
So this is data driven, so that they
Right.
really do have some numbers to put side by side. Obviously, variance for family size or
Sure.
situations where a home's been vacant, but you're looking at over a longer, broader view.
Right. Well, I think the important difference is that many of the energy audits that are done are modeling based. So they're projecting that if you do these improvements, you're going to save X, Y, and Z. And then it's sort of done at that point. And what we're saying is, okay, let's look at the improvements and now let's look at the results. What are you actually saving?
So for people to get in touch with you and to inquire about maybe having one of these certifications, or even a real estate agent that might want to present this as an option to their client, they go to pearlcertification.com.
That's right.
And then you've got some information they can type in.
That's right. pearlcertification.com. Fill out our contact form. We'll be back in touch in 24 hours.
Excellent. And I would send everyone to Dave McCarthy's webpage. It is Potential Energy DC for future events, because he's always got great things going on. Thanks
Yes, he
so
does.
much for coming to
Great.
see us.
Thank you.
Keep
Thank
up
you.
the good work, both of you. And I
Thank
want to
you.
thank you, guests, for watching The Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari. Back to the news desk.
I don't know. Okay. Thank you, Miriam Gennari.
Again.
And your guest from Pearl. That's good. Build those environmentally friendly
Lots of green
homes. Lots of green, going green.
and
Earth
good for the earth.
Day!
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day to you. Happy Earth Day to
Seen
you.
it, seen it.
Happy Earth Day, dear blue planet. Happy Earth Day to you. That's coming up on
And
the
many
22nd.
more.
And many more. That's coming up on the 22nd.
Yes.
Okay. Well, get out
Yay.
there and celebrate Earth Day. And I hope,
Earth Day.
the IRS is good to you all. And the deadline has been
Paul, come
extended
over
to
there.
the 18th this year. Am I not? Am I correct on that?
Why?
The 18th. I don't know,
Really?
they-
We have
they
extra
extended it
days?
to the 18th.
Woo!
What are you talking about over there, Paul?
Here, Paul. Here, Paul. Ready?
Okay. Well, that's. Oh, he caught it. Happy
Woo!
Earth Day too. That's all right. We better stop this before we get into trouble here. That's our show for this pre-IRS Day and pre-Earth Day. We hope
Pre-Earth
you
Day.
enjoyed it. And we hope next week, if you're there, we'll be here. Most of us will be here anyway. And we'll do it all again. Have a safe, happy Earth Day and a good week. Take care. Bye.
Goodbye.